Hi guys, welcome to my channel Beauty and Beyond. In today's video we are going to be talking about the new Mars Eyes Can Kill eyeshadow palette. Now this is huge, I have to tell you. It has so many colors and that is what really attracted me to this palette. It is not very expensive. You just get it within 1000 rupees, and if there is a discount going on, I got it from Amazon. If there's a discount going on, I think I got it for 700 or 800, something like that. So for that price, getting so many colors is worth it. But we need to check out if the colors pay off really well. So you actually get this many colors in this palette, but mind it, this palette is really heavy, so you can't really hold it like this for a long period of time. But my concern with this palette is that we have often seen that when brands try to incorporate so many shades in one palette and they try to give it to you at an affordable price, they end up messing it up. They do not take care of the pigmentation and you end up getting something which is worthless. So we need to check out whether this is going to be disappointing us or this turns out to be that gem palette. The name of the palette is Eyes Can Kill and you get 63 shades in this, and the best part is they have included matte, shimmer and glitter formulations. So it is not like you are getting only mattes or only glitters. You have all kind of formulations available for eyeshadows in this palette. Now the manufacturing date of this palette is 2021 and the expiry date is 26, so you get like 5 good years to finish up this palette. Coming to the packaging, first it comes in this cardboard box and you have a lot of things written on it. Let me read a few of them. You have Queen written on it, then you have Ye Kahan Se Liya, and then you have WTF, Chand Sa Roshan Chehra, Mast Mast Do Nain. I mean, there are like a lot of graffitis written right here and it's so cool. And inside the box you get the actual palette. The same things are written over here as well, and all the informations are also printed on the palette as well. So if you just throw out the box, it's not going to cause a problem. And when you open this, you have all these beautiful shades. This whole line is glitters and just look at the beautiful glitter shades. Now I won't be able to swatch all the shades because then this video will just become really huge, but I will be showing you the shimmer shades. I have tried out the glitter, I have swatched the glitters and they have performed really well. Let me show you some of them. So I'm going to be picking up this orange and then this purple. So this is how it looks on my fingers, and you see, I don't think you will need a glue for this because this just sticks on really well. Now let me try the green one, which is looking really beautiful. Now these three shades were like dual color shades. Like if you move your hand, you will see different flexes of colors. Apart from that, all the other shades, glitter shades that you have right here, they are of single color. So let's try one of the single colors. I'm going to be trying out this pink one. Okay, this is kind of a foil glitter. I have to say all the pigmentation of the glitters are so good. I wasn't expecting this. Now let's try some of the shimmer shades and see if they are working well or not. Okay, that pigmentation was bomb, I have to tell you. Now let's try out the blue one. Now just look at these two rows. The shades in these two are very unique. You don't usually get these kind of shades in one eyeshadow palette. It's very hard to get that. Another thing which is very hard to get is a red shade. Tell me one eyeshadow palette which has red shade. Comment down below, because I was looking for an eyeshadow palette with more red tones and I could not find any. Shades like pink, cherry pink and all of that are very common, but finding a red shade is very hard, and this red is like bomb red. Let me swatch it for you. Okay, just look at this. Have you found any eyeshadow palette which has this kind of a red? I don't think so. Another thing which I would like to show you, and I was impressed, like mesmerized by this fact. Let me show you the yellow one. Okay, so this is a yellow shade and just look at how pigmented this is. I have also used it on the middle section of the eye look today and I was impressed by this yellow shade. Okay, so now that we have talked about the shades, let's move to the eye look and let's see what we can create today. As this palette is extremely colorful, I am in the mood of doing a colorful look today. So you might not find this very wearable on an everyday basis, but I will be able to, tell you my reviews on more shades if I do a colorful eye look. The first shade that I'll be taking is this green shade. Okay, that was pretty great, right? So what I have done right here is an Ulta C, and that is how I'm gonna keep it. I'm not dragging it this side or this side. Next I'll be picking up both this neon green and neon yellow. I'm just placing the yellow on the blank space right here, and I have to say the pigmentation of this yellow is the best yellow which I have ever used. Next I will be taking this pink shade right here, and I will create an outer V. Now you see the V needs to be very sharp. I'm quite impressed with this pink as well. What is happening? All the shades are turning out to be so beautiful and so pigmented. Now I need to smoke out this V, and that is why I'm taking a darker shade. I will not be taking black because that will just make the whole look go very dark. I am going to be taking this brown right here. Now I'm going to be taking a lighter pink, and I'll just blend this part out. Now in the lower lash line, I will be using this turquoise kind of a color. Now in the inner corners, I will again be using the lime green and the yellow. Now I'm done with the other eye, and if you can see, I have done a winged liner on the outside and also on the inner corner. I do not especially have a brown eyeliner. That is why I'm using the same brown shade which I had used here, and I'll draw the liner with that. Okay, both the winged liners went longer than I was expecting, but we can deal with that, right? I'll just apply a false lash and I'll be back. So this is how the eye look has turned out. It was easy to do, right? And if you're into colorful eye looks, you can definitely try this one out. I honestly was not expecting this kind of pigmentation from this palette because I have swatched Mars palette before. If you have seen, they have a colorful palette which comes in this, I think 12 or 15 shades. And I have swatched it, I have reviewed it on my channel. You can go and check it out. After that experience, I honestly thought that Mars would remain like an average eyeshadow makeup brand, and they will not put too much into their pigmentation, or they would not try to, better the formula. But this palette is a gem, I have to tell you. I really liked how they performed. The colors are so pigmented, they blend in very well. There is like minimal to no fallout. Also, just look at the color story of the palette. Like if you see greens, there are so many greens you are getting. If you see blue, there are so many kinds of blue you are getting. You will be able to create so many eye looks with this palette itself. And thank God the pigmentation is good, because you can just buy this one and you will be done with it. When you just look at the palette, you can think of so many looks in your mind, because the colors are placed in such a way that you yourself will get so many ideas to create and explore with this palette. I have already blabbered so much about this palette. I don't want to make this video any longer. I will just end this video saying that if you are someone who is looking for colorful eyeshadow palettes and want to, experiment with eyeshadow looks, this is the palette you should go for. I am highly impressed by the pigmentation and I think you will like it too. That is it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section below if you want to see more looks with this palette. I'll be happy to do it. The link of this palette will be in my description box. If you want, you can go and check that out. And I'll see you next week with another video. Take care till then. Tata.